Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in for the Naturals. Random.
Number 24.
Looked like he had his mind made up to swing no matter what on that pitch. Not a great swing. He was early and off balance. The pitcher might subtract a little more and see if he chases something bad. 0-2 now. Ball one there. That's a clear overthrow by the pitcher. He's not trying to be that far outside the zone on 0-2. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. And quickly one away in the second inning. Good location on that heater, top of the zone. That's the modern approach with the fastball, trying to get good ride on it. Swing wasn't on time, but tough to get good contact on it, even if it had been. One out and the base is empty.
The center fielder, number 24.
Love how he's attacking the zone, throwing a ton of strikes. These hitters need to be ready to swing at the first good strike they see. Lined, and that's a base hit.
There you go. Find it. Find it.
The tying run is aboard.
Attaboy, great job.
The batter, number 9. Shortstop, Austin.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Austin Charles.
Hey, your turn. Driving man. Clutch up, kid.
In the dirt, runner going for second. Throw to second, out. For me, what makes that throw incredible is that he wasn't even standing. Just let that one fly from a kneeling position. Just goes to show how strong his arm is. This one is labeled. And that should be extra bases. Around first and heading for second. Chance at a triple. The relay to third. Safe.
No, too late.
So because of the injury, a replacement needed at third. Coming in as the pinch runner, Gene Walters. And now at the plate, Random. Smoked a line drive single to center the last time up. Hit on the ground, might be 2. To second, there's 1. To first, double play, nicely done. Stepping to the plate for Amarillo, Ryan Waldschmidt.
Ryan Waldschmidt.
Line drive for a base hit. A 2-out knock, and it keeps the inning alive. Now at the dish, Random. 1 for 3.
Ball one.
The 1-0 pitch. And that one gets by the catcher. And it's a wild pitch. He moves into scoring position. Closers are brought into the game to settle things down and secure the victory. Throwing wild pitches does not serve those purposes at all. Got to tighten things up out there. And the righty delivers. The 2-1 pitch coming. Hit on the ground to the right side. Look at the stop here. The underhand flip. Wow, that is a heck of a play.
The batter, number 9. Shortstop, Austin.
So a man at third, 2 away. And now the shortstop, Austin Charles. That one out to right. And he's got it. That's the ball game. What a play. I think he may find a way to get some extra cage time after this one. He may feel like he didn't do enough to lift them.
Batting fourth. The
Este
center
es el primer juego. Vamos a ver qué sucede ahora. Vamos a ver si en este turno la saco ahora.
Random. Swings through it for strike one. Not sure I like that location. Pitcher might be better off busting him in on the hand so he can't extend and drive one. Now here's the 0-2. Ground ball left side. Could be two. Over to
Doble
second.
play de nuevo, doble play.
The double play
Cada vez se
cuts
pone más
down the
difícil
potential
batear.
tying run. Great pitching to get the batter to hit it exactly where you want it for the textbook six. Two outs,
Now
runner on
batting,
first
the
base.
center fielder,
Random
number
now at the plate.
24.
0 for 1. Late on that fastball.
Ball! That pitch is out.
This one in the air to right. And that's that. But 2 runs for him. On to the next inning, and now the first baseman, Caleb Roberts. Swing and a rocket. That's back. Can't get there. That should be extra bases. Round second, going for third. That's a leadoff triple. We hear a lot about how the numbers
Now
turn
batting,
against the
the
pitcher the
center
third
fielder,
time through the
number
order,
24.
and that might be what's happening here. Looking at the manager, he may have a decision to make. Swing and a foul straight back. Out to center. Runner tags and goes to third. That advances the runner to third, but you have to think the batter wanted to get the RBI on that play. Stepping to the plate for Northwest Arkansas, Random. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a groundout. It's carrying. Tracks it down for the out. 2 down. 2 down and a runner at second base. Coming up to the dish now for Northwest Arkansas, Random. In the air to center. Settles under it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. He's definitely capable of more than this. I'm sure he'll be hungry to come out and do better in the next game. Maybe help them get the win. Random at the plate now, and that's ball 1. Good job to let the low one go there. This is a critical moment for this pitcher. With the runners on base, you have to be wise with where you put your pitches, or you could see some runs coming in. That one's socked to left field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Coming to the plate. Runner scores, and they take the lead. Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the 2-bagger. Smacked that one really well to deep center, and he knew he had extra bases once it got by the center fielder, and one hopped off the wall.
Hey, right guy, right place. There you go.
And that'll load the bases.
Take your base.
4-pitch walk there. Good discipline by the batter, making him come into the strike zone. And now the right fielder, Tyler Gentry.
Right fielder, Tyler Gentry.
And the lefty. Right side, hard hit. Quickly to second for one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. 1 run in the inning, but they leave a pair aboard. We go on to inning number 2. The Naturals lead it 1-0. This third inning is brought to you by the law offices of Benson, Looper, and James, Third Amendment specialists. If the government's trying to quarter troops in your home without your permission, call Benson, Looper, and James for a free consultation today. Line drive, base hit. He turns and heads for second. The relay throw. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. He's already 2 for 2 with a single and a double, and moseying right along to set up a chance at the cycle.
Vamos a sacarla, vamos a sacarla, vamos a sacarla de un palo. Por los 400. Ya. Me maniaron.
Good feed, that's one. Outstanding play. Inning over. 1 hit in the inning, but that's all they got. 3 innings in the books in this one. The Sod Poodles lead it 2-1. All set for the start of this inning. Coming up to the dish for Amarillo, the third baseman, number 10. That one ripped into right center. Random. Long run into the gap. Stretches out and hauls it in. Not a lot of minor league outfielders can make that play, but he's showing he's got the goods. A center field prospect like this is valuable to any organization. Bouncer to second.
Come on, come on.
Valdez. Throw to first in time.
Now batting.
We head to the bottom of the 9th. Random digs in now. Swing and a ball popped up. Walters has a beat on it. And makes the catch. Now it's the right fielder, Tyler Gentry. Out to center. Settles under it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Always nice to see a player at this level coming to the plate with a plan and delivering strong results. The team may have lost, but he held up his end. Random is getting ready to go. He's showing signs of why many are calling him one of the most promising young talents this season. It's the Amarillo Sod Poodles taking on the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So 2 down. Here's the center fielder, Random. Drove in their only run in last night's game. That'll back him up a bit. He must have been sitting on something off speed. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. And we're getting an ABS challenge from behind the dish. 2 outs and nobody aboard. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Pena in position. Reaches over the wall and got it. We head to the second.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 24.
Random in the box now. Leaves that one up high. Absolutely unloads on this one. Left field. Forget it. A home run. Made them pay for that one. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-2. Some homers just sound different, and that's a prime example right there. That baseball was wrecked. A moment to treasure, his first homer at the Double-A level. That's got to feel great, and I'm sure the organization is hoping to see him belt many more round trippers. Might have been a touch late on the heater, but his bat plane was excellent. He was able to hammer that one out the other way, and that's because of his good swing mechanics.
Leading off,
We're ready for the fifth inning. Here's the catcher, Christian Serda. Swing and a rocket. This one pretty far back. Can't get there. That should be extra bases. Around second now, and they still don't have it. Coming around third. Here's the relay to the plate. Safe. He comes all the way around for an inside-the-park home run.
Now
Random,
batting,
digging in, trying to rattle this pitcher. Really has these hitters in a funk so far in this one. That misses, and that's ball one.
Picha por el medio, que te la voy a ganar. Yeah.
2 outs, bases empty. Swings and hammers.
Te lo dije que te iba a botar.
And gone. It's another long ball in this game. Second of the year. His second of the night. And they cut into the deficit. It's 4-3. Just an impressive show of power from him in this ballgame. He is a menace in the batter's box. That's a great job of recognizing the breaking ball. Even better, he didn't jump too early at a hanger over the middle. Instead, he stayed back and got every bit of it. Top of the sixth inning. Now the third baseman, Manuel Pena. This one is labeled. And that should be extra bases. Around first, hustling for 2. Chance at a 3-bagger. That's a leadoff triple. Everything came together on that swing. Line drives into center are such high percentage swings. There are a lot of hits to be found out there. Random, stepping in the box now. They're trailing, but a hit here could change the narrative. Looking to get something going for this lineup. Swing and a high fly to left. And there's one down. Not a lot of minor league outfielders can make that play, but he's showing he's got the goods. A center field prospect like this is valuable to any organization. And that one hammered. Can't get there. That should be extra bases. Now around second and digging for 3. The relay, not in time. He's safe. Not many hitters can make that kind of contact on balls in that location. High pitch on a 2-strike count, and he did well to put the barrel on it. Random, digging in with a chance to be the hero. You can feel the tension in the ballpark. Big time moment here. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Two outs, bases empty. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Bash down the right side, but foul. 0-2, and the delivery.
Ball 1.
This one ripped but foul to the right. These two are putting on quite a show in this battle. 5 foul balls already in this AB. Pretty amazing. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. Trying trying to send this one into extra frames. Fouls it off, still 1-2. What a round. Tough call, but that ends the inning. Winning run stands at second. Swing lifted to left field. And there's one away. Just a shade too early with the swing, and the mechanics might have broken down a bit. He needs to try to put that up the middle instead of yanking it to the pull side. And the runner takes off for third. In the dirt. Throw to third, safe by plenty. Shows off the speed, and that's a nice little milestone he won't soon forget. Here comes the 3-1. On the ground to the right side, Logan. Oh, caught up in a rundown. The tag, out! Can't get back in time. 2 down and a runner at second base. Here's the left fielder, Spencer Nivens. 2-2 now. Hit in the air, right field. Ball game. Obviously, he was a big piece of their offense in this ball game. Great effort at the plate. Random went yard for the first time in his Double-A career last time out. Let's see if he can carry that power surge over to today. It's the Amarillo Sod Poodles taking on the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. We'll be back to get this one started after this. Bottom of the inning, digging in for the Naturals, Random. Towards first, Roberts. Dig. And steps on the bag for the out. Random up now, trying to pick up his teammate by driving in a run. Big spot here. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Ball.
The right-handed reliever. Hard ground ball, base hit. And here comes the runner. Crosses the plate. It's an RBI single. And now they trail by 1.
Now batting.
First and second, 2 outs. And here's the catcher, Jorge Alfaro. Swing and a pop-up. Pena settles under it. That ends the inning. Today's action is brought to you by Dr. Guy N. Emer. If your humors are out of balance, he's the one to call. Ask about specials on leeches and tree panning. Welcome back to Springdale, Arkansas. Top of the 4th inning. Runner on base to start the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 24.
Grounds it to short. Whips it to first in time. That'll end the inning. No outs, runner at first. And here's the first baseman, Caleb Roberts. 2-1 pitch upcoming. That's ripped, base hit. Lead runner turns at second, throw into third. The tag, out! Hope you had a good stretch at home, set for the last half of the 7th. Random, getting ready to hit. swing and a drive. Very deep. And that's a foul ball. And the 0-1 now. Got the batter swinging. And they get the leadoff hitter in the seventh.
Batting.
Not sure how you throw a curveball. The center fielder, the next to hit. Tying run waits at the plate. This one hit to second might be it. And that's the ball game. No complaints about getting a team win, but he's capable of giving them more than he did today. Nothing too bad, but nothing great either. Random is getting ready to go. He's showing signs of why many are calling him one of the most promising young talents this season. It's the Northwest Arkansas Naturals taking on the Corpus Christi Hooks. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. For more than a century, Mutual Consolidated Cow Insurance has been protecting herds across the country. Find out what they can do for you today. Top half of the second inning from Corpus Christi. Random, the leadoff batter, looks at ball one.
That's a ball.
That's some great arm action from him to sell the changeup. 2-1 now. And a big swing and a miss. Right side, hard hit. And there's one down. So one gone with the bases loaded here. Here's the center fielder, Lucas Spence. The pitch. On a line to center.
Relay, here we go. Relay.
Base hit. One run is in. He's in there. All tied up at 3. Random steps in with the stakes a little higher after last inning. Looking to get something going here for this offense. And the 0-1 now.
That's a ball.
Pretty unusual seeing him fall behind in the count like this. He could give up his first walk here. The 3-1 offering. He's doing a good job of changing speeds. First the off-speed stuff, then the heat. Now the hitter's off balance. Struck out looking. Leadoff batter retired in the fourth. That goes to show you the kind of confidence he has in that pitch. Most pitchers at this level would have gone to the heater on 3-2. Swing and a rocket. Can't get there. That should be extra bases. Now around second and digging for 3. The relay throw. Safe.
Safe. He's in there.
Not many hitters can make that kind of contact on balls in that location. High pitch on a 2-strike count, and he did well to put the barrel on it. Hard liner.
Round it.
Should be extra bases here. Around first and heading for second. That's a leadoff double. You just know that one had to feel good. Caught the ball out in front and dumped it into a favorable spot to leg out the double. Now a pivotal at bat in this ball game. Another full count pitch. Popped up. Biggers settles under this one. Gets there. Got it. Here's the left fielder, Spencer Nivens. 3-1 pitch. Runner takes off for third.
Get dirty,
and
get
that's
dirty,
ball
get dirty.
4. Random. Tries to wiggle out of the rundown now. Pitcher catches a break after walking him. That caught stealing hands some momentum back to the defense. Coming up to the dish now for Northwest Arkansas. Random. 1 for 3.
Ball, that's out.
Hammers this one in the air, deep to left center. This one's gonna carry. It's out of here. An absolutely titanic shot. Third home run of the season. And they're chipping away. It's 9-5. That ball was gone as smoked it. Pitchers usually have a lot of success when they keep the breaking ball down, but he got hurt that time. The batter did a nice job to drop his hands and get the bat head down there to crush it. So 2 down. Next up for the Hooks, Kenny Gomez.
Designated hitter, Kenny Gomez.
And the 1-1. This one is labeled. Should be extra bases. He turns and heads for second. Chance at a 3-bagger. The relay in there safely. Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Not much to quibble with on that swing. He had so 2 down. And now the DH, Austin Charles. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Pops it up at the plate. Settles under it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. This game shows just why he's a key contributor for them. Every team needs hitters who give them the kind of results he did here. So up next, Random, homered last night, added another hit as well. Two outs and a runner in scoring position. Foul ball, still 0-2. And a swing and a miss. And that ends the inning. Welcome back to Corpus Christi, top of the 4th inning.
The center fielder, number 42.
On the ground, and that's just foul. One former major leaguer who was born in Corpus Christi, third baseman David Freese, who played 11 years in the show and won the 2011 World Series MVP award. One away. This broadcast is sponsored by Sunsy Susie's Body Wash. Keep your baby's skin impossibly soft with their Brown Betty Baby Body Butter, made with real... Skies this one to center. Fires to the plate. The tag, safe, and it's 1-0. That's textbook hitting in a sac fly spot. Look for something up in the zone and lift it deep enough to bring in the runner from third. 2 outs, runner on first base. Stepping to the plate for Northwest Arkansas, Random. He's gonna hunt a pitch to drive because that could bring in the tying run from first. If he doesn't get that kind of pitch, he'll need to adjust and take a walk or just get a simple base hit. Here comes the 1-1. Kicks and delivers. Popped up. And that's the third out. One runner left on base, and it remains 1-0. Well, it's a one-run ball game. Now the third baseman, Tyler Whitaker. Hit hard on a line. Can't get there. That should be extra bases. Round second, going for third. The relay throw. At third now with one away. That's a triple. It's been a tough run at the plate for him lately. He needed that base hit. Line drives into center are such high percentage swings. There are a lot of hits to be found out there. Random steps in with a lot on the line here. RBI opportunity that could end up deciding this game. Go-ahead run at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. Rolls away a little bit, throw into third, the tag, out! Runner was already in scoring position, representing the potential go-ahead run. Getting caught is costly. One-two now. In the air to left center. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he should be feeling good after getting that first batter in this high leverage spot. Now he can attack with even more confidence. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Around first, hustling for two. Not stopping, he's headed to third. The relay. There's the tag, they get the out, and that's the inning. Stepping in with the crowd buzzing. Huge spot in this game. Slider misses away. 2 down and the potential go-ahead run in scoring position. And And there's a fly ball deep to right. This one carrying. And it one-hops the wall. In comes the run from second. And they lead it in the 10th. Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. That ball was humming as it left the bat. Pretty clear early on in that play that he was looking at extra bases. Here's the catcher, Jorge Alfaro. Such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Keeps the heart rate low, maintains focus, and doesn't shift approach in run-scoring opportunities. What an asset in the lineup. Struck the batter out looking. They limit the damage here. So a run on one hit, no errors, one runner left on base. Last chance to square it up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. Northwest Arkansas with the lead, 3-2. Digging in for the hooks, Walker Yannick.
Walker Yannick.
The potential tying and winning runs aboard with one gone. And the home team trying to send these fans home happy. And a base hit right there. Coming around third. Scores with ease. It's an RBI single. And they've tied it again. You love to see concentration like that. Big spot, high crowd energy, and he maintains focus and delivers with a great swing. Winning run
Now
stands at second.
The right fielder, Louis Baez.
The 1-1 offering. And a base hit right there. Runner around third. Ball comes home and he is dead at the plate. Well, there's always a lot of risk when you blow through the stop sign. On that play, he got a little too aggressive. Random steps in with the go-ahead run in scoring position. A huge chance here to take the lead.
Ball that's outside.
One and one, here's the pitch. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Most hitters are trying to stay back with 2 strikes to account for the breaking ball, but he did well to adjust to the heater and spoil it off. And a swing and a miss. Now 1 out. Random digs in. It doesn't get much bigger than this. Tie game, go ahead run in scoring position.
So that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Vamos, picha por el medio, picha por ahí.
And he grounds this back up the middle. Dives, keeps it on the infield. Nicely done for the out. That was some amazing commitment on that play. Dives to knock it down. Corral. 2 down and a runner at second base. Coming up to the dish for Corpus Christi, Trevor Austin. That one in the air to center field. Random, in position. Ball game. He's definitely capable of more than this. They got the win, but I'm sure he'll be hungry to come out and do better in the next game. Top half of the second inning from Corpus Christi. For a taste of Gulf cooking while you're here in Corpus Christi, make sure you pick up some corn in a cup. It's got elote flavor. Get it?
That's out.
Elote flavor? Okay, maybe that pun was a bit corny. A little out front there, swings through it. Try to get him chasing on the changeup. Swing and a miss. Got the strikeout. And quickly one away in the second inning. Good location on that heater, top of the zone. That's the modern approach with the fastball, trying to get good ride on it. Swing wasn't on time, but tough to get good contact on it, even if it had been.
Watch off. Drop him in right here. Here you go.
Swing, and this one towards left center field. That's out number 2.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Sean Gamble.
Bottom of the inning at the plate, Kenny Gomez. And he's got really good wheels. One of those skills you really can't teach. Not only does he have excellent speed, but it's the effort that catches your eye. That speed benefits him on the base paths and on defense. Teams always want players who can turn and burn out there. And that one hammered. Should be extra bases. He makes the turn and digs for second base. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double.
Now batting, the shortstop, Riley Unroe.
Random, leading off the inning with a lead, looking to be the spark to give him some more breathing room.
24.
Ripped into the outfield. Drops in for a hit, couldn't run it down. And the leadoff hitter aboard.
Hey, that ball was hit hard. Good job.
The batter, number 8.
Digging in for the Naturals, number 8.
Gamble.
What a profile he's got at the plate with strong contact and power ability, but he's devoted to preparation too. This afternoon was no exception. There goes the runner in the dirt. And safe. That's a stolen base, not close. Not a ton of offense in this one. Ball doesn't seem to be carrying, so they might as well try and generate some offense with the stolen base. I like that call.
Runner, runner, runner.
Uh-oh, runner broke early for third. Now the tag at third, and they get the out. So 2 down. Digging in, the switch-hitting outfielder, Random. 1 for 3. Rips that one to center. And that'll do it. Time to stretch. The Naturals lead it 4-0. One down. Kenny Gomez digs in now.
Number 7, Kenny Gomez.
Dives, but it kicks off the glove. Around first and heading for second. The throw to second, it's a double. 3-hit ball game. And he's put together quite a game at the plate. Nice line drive cut there, had everything working smoothly on the swing. That's one to try and replicate, and they've got a bit of momentum as they try to battle back here.
Denle me gusta, señores, denle me gusta, compartan el video.
Bolton, 27 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2017. Way inside, and that hits the batter.
The batter, number 8.
First and second, 2 outs. Next up for the Naturals, number 8. Two now. This one lifted in the air, left field. And that's the end of the inning. 2 runners left aboard. They lead. And now the center fielder, Kenny Gomez. Sarantola is just 1 strike away. Right through there for the strikeout. And the home crowd leaves disappointed as this one draws to a close. This is a game to flush, no doubt. They got the win, but he may be feeling like he let the team down.
Batting third, the center fielder, number 24.
Here we go.
Random in the box now, takes strike 1. Out on the mound, he knows he needs a strikeout or a double play ball to give him a chance to escape this jam.
Find the ball.
Line drive, that's a base hit. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Runner scores, and they take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
The shortstop, Justin.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Good fundamental hitting on the pitch away. Step through it and poke it to the opposite field. He showed a nice approach there. Dustin Dickerson now at the plate.
Here we go.
Swings and flares it, and it drops in. Headed for the plate, now a long throw home. It's offline, and the run scores. And they lead by 2.
Batting fifth, the catcher.
And here's the catcher, Jorge Alfaro. In the dirt.
Come on, get out, get out, get out.
Oh, he's saved.
One-two offering.
Here we go. Make something happen.
Grounder to third. Whitaker whips it to first. It's there for the out. Runner scores from third.
Batting sixth, the second baseman, Sean Gamble.
2 outs and runners at first and second. Random the next to hit. RBI knocked the last time up, and now a chance to drive in another run. Outside.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Ripped on the ground to second. Play made. That ends the inning. 2 left on base, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. The batter now, Caden Powell. And a high fly out to center. And there's one away. Not a lot of minor league outfielders can make that play, but he's showing he's got the goods. A center field prospect like this is valuable to any organization. 1 out and the base is empty. This ball is crushed deep to
Pa la
left.
calle,
This
pa la
one's gonna
calle.
go. Wastes no time on this one. fourth home run of the season, and they boost their lead. It's 4-0. To be fair, he made great contact, but maybe credit the win with an assist on that long ball. That's an excellent approach he's showing on swings like that. The slider to the opposite side, and he just goes with the pitch and puts a charge into it. First and second
Now
with one
batting,
away.
the center fielder,
Random
number
will hit
24.
next. He's already gone yard in this game. That one is absolutely pummeled. This one pretty deep. And this ball is gone.
El segundo.
It's another long ball in this game. Home run number 5 on the season. His second of the night. And they add on. It's 7-2. There is definitely a tailwind on that home run. That never hurts as a hitter. That was a low 90s fastball, and it wound up in a spot that was entirely too hittable. A pitcher who doesn't have great velo on the fastball has to locate better than that.
Now back, the center fielder, number 24.
Random, now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Oh, and 2, here's the pitch. That'll back him up a bit. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And a nice frame on the mound. He sets him down 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the ninth. The Naturals have the edge. 7-3. Now, Walker
Now
Yannick.
batting, the catcher, Walker Yannick.
And the 1-2. Out towards left center. And makes the catch. Runner tags at second. So after he moved up on the tag, we'll see if they can.
Now batting.
Runners on the corners and 2 out. Kenny Gomez getting ready to hit. On the ground, this should do it. Dickerson. And that will do it. Obviously, he was a big piece of their success in this ballgame. Great effort at the plate. Random, fresh off an impressive 2-home run performance. They'll look to keep that momentum going today. It's the Northwest Arkansas Naturals taking on the Corpus Christi Hooks. Introductions wrapping up down on the field. First pitch just minutes away.
Batting, the center fielder, number 24.
Random drove in 5 runs in his last game. The 0-1 offering. Right side, Austin to second. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. One away.
The
Runners
batter,
at the
the
corners
center
here.
fielder,
Coming up
number
to the dish now
24.
for Northwest Arkansas. Random. On the ground, 2 ball.
Come on, run it.
Biggers to second, and their bad luck continues. Their 3rd double play already. Trevor Austin digs in now. The windup and the pitch. Swing and a rocket. That one hops against the fence. Around second now, going for third. The relay throw. The tag, and he's out trying for three. Random digs in now, playing with the lead.
Arkansas, the center fielder, number 24.
And here's the 0-2. Up the middle. Nice grab. Throws to first. And that's an out. That was some amazing commitment on that play. Dives to knock it down, corrals it, and then fires a terrific throw to first for the out. Random digs in. A frustrating day, but here's another RBI chance. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Down the right side, but foul. Crushes this one to right, and you can just tell that one goodbye. It is long gone. A towering blast. 4th home run of the series, and they add to their lead. It's 8-2. He's been on an upward trend at the plate recently. A lot of good at-bats. And when you start stringing them together, the front office definitely takes notice. Pitchers usually have a lot of success when they keep the breaking ball down, but he got hurt that time. The batter did a nice job to drop his hands and get the bat head down there to crush it. Next up, the designated hitter, John Garcia. Now a high fly ball to left center. Might be trouble here. He turns and heads for second. And it's a 2-out double. That was as textbook a double as you'll see. Flicked that one into the gap, turned to the corner, and hustled in for the extra base knock. This next at bat looms very large. Scorched left field line. And foul ball. The 0-1. And fires in a heater at 95. Random wants to challenge here. Thought it was a ball. So the call stands. They've only got one challenge remaining. That ABS review is brought to you by Gloucester and Tiresias Optical. Pay them a visit, and they'll make sure you see what's coming your way. Proud sponsors of this broadcast. That one off the mark. And the count 1-2. Inside, nearly clipped the hitter. Hard on the ground to first. Takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. 2 away and a runner at first. Stepping to the plate for Corpus Christi, Trevor Austin. Payoff pitch. Swing and a high fly to left. Gets under it for the out, and that's your ball game. Always great to see a player as locked in as he was in this one. Every at-bat felt like an opportunity to see him deliver.
Batting fourth, the center fielder, number 24.
Vamos, comenten, compartan, denle me gusta.
Random with a homer in his last game. Oh, and 2 waves at that one. Far inside, nearly clipped the batter. That'll back him up a bit. Pitch misses, and the count's even at 2. What a take with 2 strikes. Fights that one off, will reset and do it again. Runner at third, 2 away. Not close. The on deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Here's the catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Here we go. Bunch up for us here.
The pitch, runner on the go. Pitch misses.
Oh, that's too high.
Throw to second and out. That ends the inning. We're in the bottom of the first. Digging in for the hooks, Jax Biggers. Line drive. That's a base hit. He makes the turn and digs for second base. Chance at a triple. Makes it into third with a leadoff triple.
Vamos, vamos, compartan, comenten, denle me gusta.
That one was right down the middle, and he regretted it as soon as it left his hand. So here's the cleanup hitter, Random. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Down the left field line and deep. If it's fair, it's gone. Towards the line. Slices foul, but it had the distance. That one very nearly tied up this ball game, but it bent foul. The pitcher needs to be very cautious with him. He looks locked in. Swing and a drive. That one's got some carry. Out of here. Made them pay for that one. And this game is tied. To my eye, he looks really comfortable hitting recently. Seeing the ball well, looks confident, and he is punishing every mistake pitch he sees. Great swing, loud contact, and a predictable result when you look at the exit velocity and launch angle. That homer was wrecked. Ripped into the outfield. And that's a base hit. Around first and heading for second. Not stopping, he's headed to third. The relay. He's easily tagged out at third, and that's 2 gone. Random. Stepping in now with the lead, looking to tack on some insurance runs.
Number 24.
Tap dance is out of the way of that one. Batter challenges in a crucial spot. And it'll stay a strike. The umpire was right. So they'll lose their first challenge. Here's the 1-1. Puts this one in the air down the line. And there's one down. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Random. He's already homered in this ball game. The 0-1. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. 1 out and the base is empty. On 0-2, he expanded the zone, but couldn't get the chase on that bender. We'll see how he attacks this next pitch. Here's the 1-2 offering. That one way inside. Bash down the right side, but foul. Two. Comes up empty, chasing that one in the dirt. And it's there for out number 2. That's a strikeout. That's a case of a batter committing too early on a swing. If he'd stayed back a moment longer, maybe he lays off it for a ball or at least a jump. 2 outs, runner on first base. John Garcia, the next to hit. Ground ball, this one should do it. Steps on the bag, ball game. Always nice to see a player at this level coming to the plate with a plan and delivering strong results. Random preparing for this one, and let's check his status on the organizational depth chart for the Royals. It's the Wichita Wind Surge, taking on the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. Introductions wrapping up down on the field. First pitch just minutes away. Ready to go. And now the center fielder, Maddox Houghton.
Number 47.
0-1, here's the pitch.
Houghton.
This one's hammered to left center, well struck. That's a base hit. Around first and heading for second. Chance at a triple. Coming to the plate, the relay. And he's got no chance, he's out. On to the bottom of the second. Digging in, the switch hitting outfielder, Random. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop to first. Nicely done for the out. He did a great job to go to the backhand, make the diving stop, then get up and complete the play. That'll fire up the dugout. Random at the plate for the second time and takes ball one. Runner at first, one away. The 1-1 offering. Not a great swing. He was early and off balance. The pitcher might subtract a little more and see if he chases something bad. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. And this one kicks away from the catcher. And the runner stays put. The 2-2. Ripped, but it curls foul. Two and two, here's the pitch. Ground ball, could be two. To second, there's one. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. Top of the sixth, coming up to the dish for Wichita, Hess. Fly ball, left field. Drops in for a hit, couldn't run it down. He makes the turn and digs for second base. Chance at a three-bagger. That's a leadoff triple. Hammered that one with a really nice all-around swing, and he hit it pretty deep before it fell in for the knock. This next at-bat looms very large. Random, now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. He's gonna hunt a pitch to drive because that could bring in the tying run from first. If he doesn't get that kind of pitch, he'll need to adjust and take a walk or just get a simple base hit. That one. And a pop-up in foul territory on the right side. And that is out number 3. One runner left on. not close with that one. Ball one. And there's a ball. Good discipline. He did well to lay off that one down and away. That misses the zone. And now 3-2. And the tying run is aboard. The second baseman digs in now. Swings, soft line drive. Fires to second for one. Over to first. Safe. And now, Spencer Nivens. Lorison is just one strike away. Fly to left. And that's the ball game. Just a so-so performance at the plate, so he'll want to do better next time out. Henry Mendez, the next to hit.
The left fielder, Henry Mendez.
And there's a hit. Runner around third. Runner scores and they take the lead. 1-0. Now, random. With runners at first and second and nobody out, the defense will need to be sharp here. The 0-1. And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out. So digging in, Ben Ross. 0-2, and the delivery. That one laced to center and a base hit. So they get a runner on with a one-out single. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Random. Struck out on just 3 pitches the last time up. Deep to center and forget it. Long gone. Wastes no time on this one. 8th home run of the season. And they cut into the deficit. It's 8-2. To my eye, he looks really comfortable hitting recently. Seeing the ball well, looks confident, and he is punishing every mistake pitch he sees. We're in the top half of the 5th. Here's the second baseman, Jake Rucker. Right-hander kicks and deals. And that one hammered. That's down, one hops off the wall. Makes it into third with a leadoff triple. Coming up to the dish now from Northwest Arkansas, Random. He's already homered in this ballgame. And they say he went. And a base hit up the middle. And they hold the runner at second. And now, Jorge Alfaro. Two-one pitch upcoming. Out to short. Ross. Off balance speed. There's one. Throw to first, but not in time.
Now back.
Hope you had a good stretch at home, set for the last half of the seventh. Random now at the plate. This one chopped on the ground. One gone. 2 outs, runner on first base. And next, the cleanup hitter, Random. The 0-1.
That's the ball.
The wind surge, leading by 3 here in the bottom half of the 8th. Swing and a miss, and that's that. 1 runner left stranded. So 2 down. Stepping to the plate for Northwest Arkansas, number 8. And 1-2. Swing and a base hit. That keeps the inning going. He really showed some great fight right there. They were down to their last strike, and he still came through with a hit. Digging in for the Naturals, number 6. Here comes the 2-2 to the right side. Rucker on to first. Ball game. Great game at the plate, and he certainly made a difference for him. Nice job, even in defeat.